Welcome guys, I'm doing another Ironclad run. I've just reached the Act 3 boss. So I thought this setup looks pretty good. I mean it's another of these games where I've swapped my starting relic and I've ended up with Black Star, which is probably the best one. I don't I mean I've it's quite easy to lose early on with this because you don't. With the Ironclad, you're losing that 6 hit points of healing after every battle, so you can, through attrition, you can end up running out of hit points. But it's quite helpful that the first relic was meal tickets. That's been quite helpful. So every shop is like a small rest. Gets me 15 hit points back, and then here, so the fourth relic I got was ice cream. Energy is now conserved between turns, so that gave me a goal for the deck. Let's have lots of cheap things. Let's have that cost zero cost things, card draw, and let's have extra energy in the deck as well. And then, fantastically, the fifth one I got was preserved insects. So elite enemies have 25% hit points, so that just set me up to try and knock over a bunch of elites, and I didn't have to skip any elites from that point onwards, so I got a bunch of quite useful things. Self-forming clay here is really good, so whenever you lose HP you gain 3 block next turn. Also along the way, you might notice some on 50 hit points, I got the apparition event. So I have, let's see, 5 apparitions in the deck. And I've also got a deck that I've got the cards that work with exhaust effects. So somewhere I've got the Dark Embrace, draw a card when you exhaust a card, and also the one where you get 4 block when you exhaust a card. So it's a pretty decent setup. And one thing I also noticed, when you're intangible, I'll notice it reduces all damage taken and HP loss to 1, so you can use offering and only lose 1 hit point, which seems pretty ridiculous. One thing different this game, I've managed to actually remove all of my defense with at the shop, because I got the smiling mask, so card removal only costs 50 gold, and I thought getting rid of defend might be quite good. Right, so what you've got to remember with this guy, the Time Eater, we can only do 12 things, and then the turn automatically ends. Ideally, we've managed to do exactly 12 things every turn. It often does not work out that way, though. I've got an interesting card here in the opening hand, dual wield, so choose an attack or power card, add 2 copies of that card into your hand. And I've just got firebreathing as well. I just added this to the deck. Whenever you draw a status or curse card, deal 10 damage to all enemies. So this is a deck with lots of statuses. Like I've got Wild Strike, which shuffles a wound into the deck. So I thought that might be quite nice as well. Right, so I think this only copies an attack or power. Might be interesting to copy fire breathing a couple of times. Let's decide. Right, dual wield fire breathing. That does sound good. Oh, and the mummified hand, of course. I just got that right at the end. So that's awesome, that one. Anytime you play a power, something else in your hand becomes 0 cost. So that's us We've done 7 things on turn 1. We can only do 5 things next turn. And we're going to take a fair bit of damage. Well, we're going to take 5 damage. We've got a key card though. We've drawn Corruption. Skills cost 0. Whenever you play a skill, exhaust it. And then we've got the perfect card to accompany it, which is Dark Embrace. Whenever a card is exhausted, draw 1 card. So this is a fantastic combination to have. We'll just go ahead and do that right away. Whenever you see an apparition card, you want to play it, because it's got ethereal. It'll sort of use it or lose it. We have a headbutt, so we can put something on top of the deck. Interesting. We could put Dual Wield on top of the deck. Or Wild Strike. I think I like the sound of putting Dual Wield on top of the deck. That sounds quite silly. Of course, I got carried away there. We have run out of time. So the madnesses have gone into the graveyard, into the discard pile, and we can use those again later. Okay, the main thing is though to always use Apparition when we see it, because it stacks up. Okay, whenever a card is exhausted, gain 4 block. Could Dual Wield and get a couple of pummels. I think we should War Cry and put something back. We might find a better target for Dual Wield if we put it on top of the deck. Nah, I think I'll go ahead and Dual Wield the pummel. That seems interesting. And we've done 3 things so far. This draws us a card, so we'll do that. And we can do 7 more things. Luckily we've got exactly 7 things in the hand and lots of energy. I also highly recommend the orange pellets. So whenever you play a power, attack and skill in the same turn, remove all your debuffs. With this kind of deck, we're playing lots of cards every turn, so it is quite easy to meet that condition. Let's see, yeah, 6 more cards. We've got exactly 6 cards in the hand. Oh, that's right, and these exhaust when they get used up, so we will end up with extra cards. So now I've got a difficult decision. Let's use the offering now. And see what we get. So now we just have to use the last card. I think we go for the Inflame here. That seems to be the most effective thing. Okay, we get draw reduction, so only draw 4 cards. So that hurts us quite a bit. This won't do anything, I'll just play it anyway. Oh, right. I think it got exhausted, so I drew a card. Draw reduction wears off, that's nice. Okay. And I kind of want to be greedy with Ritual Dagger and use it with my the card that copies it, rather than doing the damage. So I'll end the turn there. Nice. So yeah, that was our fire breathing paying off. We drew, let's see, we drew a wound and a dazed, and each of those did him 30 damage, which seems pretty good. Let's see, I think I can only do 6 more things. I think the shockwave is a pretty good one here. Can only do 4 more things. We might. We don't really need the offering. Let's be honest. Let's just up his vulnerable and do a bit of damage. Okay, let's... Actually, I'd like to do armaments first and upgrade something. The only trouble with doing all of that, we can only do 4 cards next turn. Also, our apparition is running out next turn, so could be a slightly dicey situation. Oh yeah, that's right, and he heals as well. I forgot that he does that. Right. Okay, well let's use the flax first of all. We're going to need a bit of block this turn. Headbutt can put something on top of our deck. Offering or Rampage, I think would be quite good. Remember, we can only do... I can only do 2 more cards this turn, so... I think I will Headbutt. And do a Rampage. No, I can't do the Rampage. In that case, we'll just do a Wild Strike, just try and do the most damage we can. We managed to get up to 37 blocks, so we can soak up this hit. I've got the draw reduction. We might not be able to remove it now because we don't have any power cards left in the deck, so we can't activate our orange pellets. And we're facing 45 damage here, and it's not looking good, is it? I don't think we're doing 126 damage. I do have 20 damage from the fire potion. I'm going to desperately look through here to see if anything helps us. Hoping there's something I've forgotten that actually saves me, but I don't think so. The letter opener. Well, let's just do our stuff and see what happens. And all we can do is throw a fire potion at him. Oh! There was one thing I'd forgotten. Toy Ornithopter heals me for 5 whenever I use a potion. So I'm glad I did that and didn't just sort of give up. There you go. There's always something you forget with this many different relics and things. So, looks like I might survive on 4 hit points. Oh, and that got exhausted. So I actually gained 4 block as well, because that's one of my buffs. Draw reduction wears off, and oh, we did 30 damage and killed him. Okay. Well, there you go. $1,086 points. Right, we have the key. Yeah, there's a relic, of course. You open one of the chests, and you can either get a key piece or a relic. The relic I gave up, I think, was the molten egg, which would have upgraded any power card I added to the deck. But it seemed like a reasonable choice. It was in level 2 where that turned up, so I thought, well, I don't know if I'm going to add that many more power cards. Right. I'm going to rest here, and we will unfortunately not. I have the fusion hammer once again. I tend to go for this one. But when the other option is coffee dripper, usually, and that stops you from resting. I wasn't sure if I could get away with not resting. We only have 27 gold. So there's probably nothing we can do here. Oh well, we could take a wild strike. I think that's actually pretty good for my deck. I do actually like status cards. These guys. Right, I've been trying to kill this the Spire shield first. Okay, that's good. That will be my bag of marbles going off. I decided not to go for the red mask this round. Because they were gonna. I could have traded 200 gold for red mask in an event. Decided it wasn't worth it, and I wanted to spend the gold removing some more block cards and things like that. So this is a pretty simple opening. We do apparition. We do offering for 1 hit point. We do another apparition. We think about what we've got in our hand now, because I can upgrade something with armaments. We might want to do that first before. So firebreathing is already upgraded. I think that card just seems a bit too good to ignore. Rupture. Whenever you lose hit points from a card, gain 2 strength. You see, that's upgraded as well. Let's do this one. And we've got to remember the headbutt can bring something back. So I could armaments to upgrade my wild strike. Or actually I could upgrade the ritual dagger, because the upgrade actually increases the amount of damage this increases by. If you can kill something with it, which we definitely want to do if possible. I think I can shrug it off to draw a card. And then we get Dark Embrace, so that card is absolutely huge. We want that. I'm going to just wild strike this guy, I think. and then pummel. I'll exhaust and give me something else. And of course these guys count as elites, so we will get 2 relics from these guys. Right, there's another apparition, but before we do that, obviously we want to do corruption, and that will reduce apparition to 0. Because of the other card, the Dark Embrace, we now draw a card every time we exhaust something. Another apparition. I think I'll go ahead and do evolve as well. Obviously he's got a huge shield up at the moment. And second wind, we can exhaust the wound and gain some block. Oh yeah, of course we get more cards, that's good. Thunderclap. It's a bit vulnerable, and you actually get some damage through on the shield. And the block's significant because we do have the calipers. I got the special event where you have to defeat 2 powerful creatures to get the calipers, so I lose 15 block rather than all my block each turn. Right, now we've got dual wield. We've got a madness. I think we go madness first. I think we Warcry to just draw a card. I'll put it back on top of the library, but we draw it anyway. That's how Warcry works if you've got Dark Embrace, unfortunately, but no big deal. And I'll think carefully about what I want to copy with dual wield. I think Iron Wave might be pretty reasonable. And then we'll be able to cast that without our energy, so, and that'll build our block up a little bit just in case we need it. Okay, we draw another card. We've got Inflame because of the that last card was a skill card, so it got exhausted. So we draw a card, and that was a power, so we can still do everything. So that's pretty cool. So we'll just figure out how to kill this guy efficiently. 16, 23. Yeah. Basically, we can do the bash on the spear. There we go. Pretty good. Right, I'm going to start off with a shockwave. A bit more apparition. And an off. Actually, let's do flex first. Some more energy and more cards. And actually, what I'm going to win this one. So now I want to look for my Ritual Dagger to apply the finishing blow. May as well do that. Madness, may as well do that. So just think about which cards here exhaust Because we don't want to kill him too quickly. I think I just end the turn there. Because we are just going to kill him by drawing status cards, unfortunately. Okay, let's do that and upgrade something. Doesn't matter what, really. We draw the bash. I'm just going to end the turn. So we'll almost certainly kill him with fire breathing. Yeah, we did. Okay, we get the whetstone, so this upgrades 2 random attacks when we pick it up. Orichalcum gives us 6 block if we end the turn without block. I'm going to look at these cards first. It's another dual wield. This is a fun card. I like dual wield, so I'm going to take it. That disappears. Now I'll pick up the whetstone. Reckless charge and bash got upgraded. And it's time for the heart. So I think that apparition technically is going to do nothing. So let's think about this. 5 energy. And I don't think I have any way of drawing cards. Now if I do dual wield on evolve, whenever I draw a status card, I'll draw 3 cards. That could be pretty cool. Let's do that. And it'll make everything in my hand basically free, so that's pretty cool. Okay. So he's given my deck a bunch of status cards. That's fine by me. My hand is just going to fill up now with cards. So, the rule is I tell you what, we could use our power card first to just get a discount somewhere. There we go. So, the apparition costs 0. Ah, that's good. We managed to draw corruption. Added bonus. Right, yeah, let's go for the corruption. All skills cost 0 now. We apparition. If we want to stop taking damage, we could use a block card. If we don't have any block cards, we'll go for another of those. So we've got 2 turns of apparition, which is quite nice. Let's apply vulnerable to him. And all these little points of damage are working with self-forming clay, so whenever you lose HP, gain 3 block the next turn. So it's quite good to actually take damage at 1 at a time. Probably one of the best things, it's the best relics against the heart. I'm going to play the slime, and that's going to exhaust it. And then may as well do the pummeling. There we go. Okay. So that's the Orichalcum block coming up at the end of turn. And then I get 24 block from the self-forming clay. Right, we have Dark Embrace. I think I want to do Madness. Oh no, no I don't. I want to play Dark Embrace so I can draw a card off the Madness when I play it. Good, and that is a power card as well. That's going to reduce the cost on something. Right, let's go for a Bash. A Wild Strike. And think about what we want to put on top of the deck with Headbutt. We could dual wield and copy something cool. That seems good. And because we've got the bronze scales, we should take about 36 damage here. Okay, hand is full. Right. So we do have armaments here. We can think about upgrading something, maybe offering. One problem is we've actually run out of apparition. Luckily he's not attacking this turn, but it means we'll have to pay 6 hit points if we want to use the offering. But I think I want to use... Oh yeah, armaments will draw us a card when we do that. Let's use the armaments first. Let's I think upgrade the offering. Draws 5 cards when you upgrade it. That does seem good. Oh, there we go. Whenever a card is exhausted, gain 4 block. That's going to be very helpful if we don't have apparition. I'm going to see red. And there's my apparition. I feel like I may as well use it. And we've got Shockwave. Second Wind. Exhaust all non-attack cards in hand. Got to be careful, that will exhaust the offering right now. And the dual wield. Let's use up some attack cards. We've got plenty of energy. So I can use these attack cards. And then we've got to be careful here and look at how many cards we've got in hand. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I play the offering, we'll go down to 6 cards. But these other cards, I can't really play them. So I'll only get 4 cards from the offering, but that's fine. It'll only cost me 1 hit point, so no big deal. We managed to find another dual wield, so this is just for attacks and power cards. Rage is a good card. Let's play that. So every attack this turn gives me 3 block. Okay, we've got the fire breathing, so this is, as we know, fantastic with dual wield. I'll go ahead and play Flex and make some room in my hand. Got Rampage and Strike. We can just make a bit of room. So it looks like there's 9 cards in hand at the moment. If we use the dual wield, we lose it, but we add 2 cards. So I think the target is to get to 8 cards. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It would be nice to copy the Rampage, but I think the fire breathing might be even better. So I'm just going to hit him with a Rampage to make room. And for 8, so there's 8 cards in hand. Right, so we're going to dual wield the fire breathing. Cool. We hit another offering, okay. So we fire breathing. We fire breathing again. We count. Okay, we have 8 cards in hand. we want to dual wield the fire breathing again. Let's do fire breathing. And now there's room in the hand. I was just thinking when I play Shrug It Off, I'm going to get 2 cards, so I'm going to do that now. Okay. Right, the fire breathing will make the Iron Wave cost 0. What else do we want to do? Oh, yeah, we just want to get that out of the hand. And then we're going to look at this offering. This one's going to draw us 3 cards, so it should, because it exhausts, it'll draw us 4 cards, right? And I've got 6 other cards in the hand, so this is fine to do. Okay, we found another apparition. So that will draw us a card. We'll go ahead and use Madness now, because that's going to draw us a card, and it's got something it can reduce to 0. Might as well do a Reckless Charge. I suppose there's no point trying to level up my Ritual Dagger, because it is the heart, it is the last creature. But it is something you could copy multiple times if you don't exhaust it. Let's do some Wild Strikes. Make a bit of room. The second wind's looking pretty good. So Ritual Dagger will probably... I'll reach the damage limit with Ritual Dagger. I think I want to... Yeah, Warcry is just going to basically draw me the top card. Doesn't matter too much, but I think if I draw that status, I will draw 3 more cards, you see. Interesting. So he's hit the... we've hit the damage limit there. Can no longer be harmed this turn. Okay. But Second Wind can turn all of my non-attack cards into block, which is good. 8 block. Iron Wave can get me some blocks, so I may as well do that. Just confirm that it does 0 damage. We could do Reckless Charge just because it adds a daze into the deck, and we like status cards in the deck. Also Rampage, we can increase the damage on Rampage, so we may as well do that. And now we Second Wind, and we should get 40 block with that. Pretty good. And we draw a few cards as well. Might as well add some more vulnerable to him. So Bash and Thunderclap. Arguably it's a waste of energy there, but we've got 4 energy left over for next turn, and the turn there. 143 block. $50 damage, 50 damage for the 2 status cards. Right, we've got 9 energy. It is just going to be probably attack cards and status cards left. We've probably gone through all of the powers and all of the skills and exiled all of them. I can't resist going for Bash because it's going to add... it's going to remove one of his artifacts. Let's put it like that. We will headbutt and put something on top of the deck. Oh, no, we won't. We had nothing in the discard pile, so never mind. 22, 22. And can we finish with the ritual dagger? Oh, not quite. He hit the invincible barrier at 4 hit points. So he's going to die actually to my bronze scales, I believe. We tried. I wonder if that is an achievement, actually. Probably not, though. We did it. It's kind of an overpowered build, I think, but that was fun. So yeah, that one was Ascension 3. I guess we hit 25 plus relics, that's cool. And yeah, we managed to do 3 elites each level. The last time I had a Black Star run, I think I was lucky and I managed to kill 11 elites. Okay, I think that is a video. Thanks for watching.